brings out some good flavors. I also did something different. Healthcare is a lot about textures, you know, incorporating different kinds of textures. If everything is round or everything is diced, a lot of times what that does is just makes the dish look the same. So I spent probably $1 on this little spiralizer. I think it was at Home Goods. And what this does is adds a little bit of a different sort of texture and shape to the dish.
So I've seen these also as seen on TV.
Yep.
If you see those at Walmart, some of those places as well, you can see those as well. Relatively cheap. They're also fun for kids.
Yep. And they make one that's a little bit more expensive, but it well, you can buy it for your KitchenAid if you have a KitchenAid. But also they make one that cranks. It's a little bit easier. So if you're
vertical
doing
spiral
large
slicer.
Yep. So we did some zucchini, some squash.
So another thing that I've done with those in a spiralizer is I've actually taken them and made spaghetti out of it. Use that as the base for that. So for not having any pasta or not having any gluten for
and you can do that as well. So this dish, you can actually, if we were going to stop here, you can actually heat it up. I would leave the feta cheese out, but you can heat it up and use this as a center of the plate item as well. So you can see I have everything together. We're just going to toss it real quick, and then I'm going to add the couscous. So the couscous is what I'm using as the main ingredient. I just cooked it in water. If you want to use a base, a vegetable base, a chicken base, it certainly will take the flavor of that. I only use water, sometimes vegetable base, because a lot of people, if they see a dish like this, they're expecting it to be vegetarian. So I try not to add anything hidden, no chicken base or anything like that.
So Chef, what is couscous anyway?
So couscous is a grain. It's like a farina.
Okay, excellent.
Mediterranean. So I'm just going to mix it up really well, and I can serve it like this. If this is a dish that I wanted to serve just as is, I am going to add a little bit of fresh basil to it. You can use different herbs if you would like. I'm just going to chiffonade some fresh basil and add it right to it. And then just for some serving ideas, you can serve it in a large casserole dish if it's going to be something, let's say you're doing it for home, or if it's something buffet style, you can do it in there. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you two different ideas. The first one I'm going to show you is using mesclun. So just a very simple mesclun blend. They have it over in the produce section. Just going to put a little bit of that on the plate. A little bit of the couscous mixture inside of it. And I'm going to put a few pine nuts on top. And you can use that as a salad dish. So you can do it like that. Or if you want to do it as a center of the plate item, you can use a large serving plate. Probably put 4 to 6 ounces of couscous on there. I'm then going to put a piece of chicken on there. So this chicken, it's a pre-cooked chicken breast. Again, it's one of the tables here. It is a Patuxent Farm product. We use this pretty versatile throughout most of our kitchens just because of the different equipment we have. But I'm just going to fan out the chicken breast. I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of chiffonade basil. I'm going to put it here so you can see it.
Excellent.
And maybe a little bit of pine nuts for garnish. And then if you really want to get fancy, probably take some extra balsamic vinegar. Maybe put a little on the top.
Perfect.